Okay, let's begin now. So these are the this is a B, B, C. So this is one part. AC is another part. ADC is another part. Okay, there's a volume, there's a pressure. In process AB, 600 joules of heat is added to system, and in process B, 200 joules. So that 600 joules added, no, let me write it here. It'll be easy for us. Huh? QAB, and in process B, 200 joules of heat is added. The change in temperature of system in process AC would be, in AC, how much is asking. And we know pressures and volume. So do we know pressure at A and B? Yes, we know pressure at A and B. So here pressure we know, and we know volumes also. Let's do one thing. For path ABC, we'll work out the problem. Path ABC. So QABC is equal to delta U ABC plus WABC. So what is the total heat that is added? QAB plus QBC, we do write like this. WABC, what is work done? So this will break up WAB plus WBC. Okay, let's come for now. QAB, we know it is 600. QBC is how much? 200. Delta UABC, we don't know. WAB, anybody? WAB should be 0. WBC, pressure at that particular point. What is the value of pressure? 8 into 10 to the power of 4. Change in volume, VD minus VA. 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3. 2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. So this will be 800. 10 to the power of minus 3, here 80 will come. 5 minus 2, 3. So 240 will be. Anybody value of delta U basic? 560. Now he's asking the change in intensity of system in the process AC would be. Okay, we don't know delta U AC. So one thing we are changing intensity is path independent, no? So delta UABC should be equal to delta UAC should be equal to delta UADC. Because change in intensity is independent of path, it depends only on what? Initial and final temperatures. Therefore, what you calculate delta UABC, it is also equal to delta UAC, also equal to delta UABC. You can also calculate what is the heat absorbed in QAD. This problem you can continue further. So therefore, with this, what is the conclusion we can make it? Therefore, okay, I'll write it here only. No, after this. After this, I want for the path QAD also. So QADC is equal to delta UADC plus WADC. QADC I want. Heat absorbed, total heat absorbed in the path ADC. So delta UADC I know, 560. Work done in the path AD plus work done in the path DC. Anybody work done in the path AD? Pressure is how much? 3 into change in volume, the same thing. So this will be 390. 560 plus 90 will be 650. So what is the heat absorbed in the path ADC? Equal to this much. So we can, sir, I want at AD. Okay, again, if you have some information, you can further calculate what is the heat absorbed in this particular thing. Can we calculate what about the QAC? As for that, if you know WAC, if you know WAC, you can calculate, because already you know delta UAC, you can also calculate QAC. So what is QAC? You can write it here further. QAC will be, so if you know WAC, you can also calculate what is the heat absorbed or rejected in the path AC. Just based on first law of thermodynamics. Okay, let's have one more. Read the question. During process 3.1, what is the change in energy? Some rough graph. Okay, this is a path 1. So this is 1, 2, 3. Pressure, there's a volume. Okay, let's get into this one. 1, 2 is what? At constant temperature. So will this be isothermal process? S. During the process, 60 joules of heat enters system. So how much Q12? Q12 will be 60 joules. It is like this. Okay, what is 2, 3? Takes place at constant volume. So this is isochoric. And here, during this process, 40 joules of heat will leave the system. Q23. We know Q1. Okay, this much is condition is given. 3.1 is adiabatic is telling. So there's the adiabatic. What is the change in intensity of the system during the process 3.1? So what we should calculate? How to calculate change in intensity? Okay, I'll stick on to the very simple conditions. What is delta U for total cycle? Delta U12, delta U23, delta U31. This should be 0, no? For isothermal process, what is change in intensity? Will be 0. For isochoric process, what is delta U3? Should be equal to Q23. It is rejected, no? And delta U31. What is the change in intensity of this system? That's what he's asking. Okay, let's substitute here. This will be 0. Q23 is what? It is rejected. That's why I put negative sign. So therefore, minus of this is 40. You need not to do anything very big here. So what is work done? So let's come for other things. Q31 should be equal to delta U31 plus W31. We'll agree this. This is 0 as it is adiabatic process. So delta U31 is how much? 40. Okay, agree this. So what is work done? So like this, in usual process, we can work out things. So what is Q12? Q12 is in fact equal to W12. In isoporic process, Q23 equal to delta U23. What is W23? 0. So just the basic process, isothermal, the formulas, and first law of thermodynamics. A student must have an idea. Let me take similarly one more. Yeah. I'll read the question. I'll minimize it so that we'll get a space to draw the diagram. Okay, we have a curve